first because I was
nah, that's
doing
fine.
the Discord, but whenever I was typing, I was hitting something that was casting, and I'm like, what's going on here? Uh-oh.
Let me do a little intro. Do what?
A connection problem for a minute there.
Yeah, I was activating the software. Let me do a little intro. Hello, gamers. It's me again, Daemalvis, and I have a friend on here, SigP229. What we're doing is I want to see how much money you can actually make off of a level 6 player island by getting the decorations and whatnot. Pretty much a standard setup from that last video I did on Fishing in the Mist. I'll show you my layout. T5.4. Like I said last time, you don't need T5.4 gear to do this. You can just use flat, probably T4, T5. But I already had it set up from last time. Let me get rid of this fish so we'll actually know what we profited. There we go. And we're just going to sit here and fish and BS for about an hour. So y'all are welcome to hang out with us. Let me get this tiered up. All right. Oh, and using this seaweed again for fishing speed by 10% for 30 minutes. And I'm going to use some T5 special fishing bait. That's good for 10 minutes or 10 fish, which either one comes first. And here we go. Timer start.
10 logs.
Do what?
I said, or 10 logs.
Yeah, 10 logs.
Making on the rough logs.
Yeah, if you start catching logs, you need to move. Move to a different location.
Oh, that's how it works, huh?
Yeah, that's the way the game's set up, apparently. And you don't even have to move that far. Like, literally, I can move over to where you're at, just throw to a different area, and I guess it basically resets. Kind of interesting.
Yeah, I'm a new fisherman, you're experienced, so we'll see how this pans out.
I got logs, so...
Well, I've been fishing for a minute, though.
I'm only level 31, 32. I was 29 today, and all the fishing I did earlier gave me 2 levels. But, it's boring. Like I said in my video, I think an hour is the longest I've ever fished, and here I am going for another hour. But, maybe it'd be funner with 2 people doing it.
Well, it's going to help out with the cooking, too.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, I've never fished that much before. I bought this, I bought the stuff to do it. I just never done it because it's...
Slow process.
Getting killed because I was in the wrong zone, I guess. Like, I tried it in yellow zone first.
Oh, yeah.
And then they just come and kill me.
Yeah, I like the Mist because it's about the safest place I know of to get the T5 fish. Like the trout and whatnot. Because most of the blue zones, I think 4 is as high as they go. And then the yellow goes to 5. And then pretty much if you want to go higher, you got to go to red or black.
So like DZ level 5 has different fish?
It might be. I have not fished in a black zone area yet. Like I was saying in another video, I was like, I avoided red zones and black zones for over a year. Just because I didn't want to lose my gear. But now that my crafting level is high enough, and like I was explaining in that last video, just using the basic cloth armor, I'm trying to get it at the level 100, so I'm like max power in a basic tier 4 set, you know, because all the bonus stats for each level you gain. And I was trying to do the math on it. It's hard to find the actual specs on this game of their calculation tables as far as your levels versus the gear you're wearing. But, you know, you can go out and experiment. I use the crap out of that little dummy area on the island, in the guild island, for testing your damage and whatnot. And I got all these different chests with different tier levels in it. course, I got a little notebook over here. I write stuff down, and you can see a difference in the numbers. It just takes so long to change your levels, you know. By the time you get to where you want to be, a month or two's gone by, and so if you ain't keeping good notes, it's hard to calculate it. I'm sure somebody's created something online for it, but
see, the best thing I figured out in this game, I've only been playing a month and a half, is to craft your own armor 4 and 5, because it'll save you tons of money, and going to black zones, it really helps, you know, so you ain't getting so frustrated over losing, you know, expensive armor. So as long as you craft your own, you're pretty much in the plus all the time.
yeah, that's how. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. That's my thinking too. And the cheapest thing I can make for cloth is just that basic scowl outfit, and hell, I can do almost all the solo stuff with it. Like, I think I did the corrupted dungeons with it, the tier 4.2.
Right.
Cloth armor, you know, you're very squishy in it, but it's doable. I mean, if you're up there close to 90 or 100, it makes a world of a difference.
Yeah, I noticed I usually wear 5.1 in BZ, and I go to the tier 7s, and I'm not strong enough to do the dungeons out there in that gear. Well, I didn't lose, but I ended up quitting 2 dungeons due to the fact that I couldn't even get halfway. I was getting slaughtered by everything in there. So the gear does matter in the dungeons, I believe, at least in BZ.
What's your level in your Destiny tree for the outfit you're wearing?
Most of it's 78 out of 100, and then my weapon is like 84, 85 out of 100.
That's pretty good. I was gonna say if it was down there low, that makes a world of a difference too. Once you hit 100 and start going up into the 120, that extra 20 levels makes a big difference too. If you look at what each level gives as your base stats, because that's like a permanent base stat, or yeah, applied to your base stat. And it's like these new players come in. Like, I got a guild, he put on T6 armor, and I said, man, let me show you something. And we dueled, and I put on a T3 set and owned him. And he's like, how are you so much more powerful? And I'm like, it's because of that Destiny tree. It makes a world of difference.
Man.
When he saw that, he was shocked. That's what I was trying to convey to my nephews, and I just couldn't convey it to them. Like, you just started. It's going to take you a while, you know, to get up there.
Yeah,
but it's all, you know, it's all math, you know, it's all numbers. But I'm hoping that if new players understand that, they won't quit the game so fast. But yeah, I heard those Black Zone dungeons are, well, you know, what do they call that? The in-game type stuff?
I don't know if the solo ones would be in-game, but they're pretty rough in comparison to the ones out here in yellow and blue. And I really haven't been to a red zone, I guess. I went right to the black zone. So I wouldn't know how hard they are in comparison to the red zone ones. I kind of be able to red zones.
Yeah. I haven't done any dungeons in the red zone either. That'd be a good idea for another video.
Right.
Maybe we do a 2 versus 2 one together.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that.
You don't mind?
Nowadays, I carry around a set for my high tier set for running around where I'm not going to lose my gear, like in yellow zones and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then pretty much T4, 4.1 and 5.1 in black zone. You know, they can have it if they want it that bad. Not worried about it.
Yeah.
I die a lot. I'm not great at PvP.
I ain't either. I'm good at running.
I'm getting decent at that too.
These little punk kids will come up and threaten me, and I'm like, yeah. So, how long are we gonna do this?
Right.
Like,
Yeah, I try to be a healer and try to stay alive while they're beating on me and I'm running away.
yeah. I do pretty good as a healer sometimes. Although I was trying to do arenas as a healer, oh my god, I wished I would have videotaped that because I got so much hate. I got all these private messages like, dude, you're the worst healer I've ever seen. You should just delete your game. Don't ever. Yeah, that blight staff healer just, of course I was wearing my top gear. Of course it gets, IP nerfed. And then I made a special tier 4, a 4.5 set actually, just for the arena. And I still sucked at it. I can't. They spread out, and my build is good for an area effect healing. I'm not really good at targeting individual players to keep them alive, like some of the other healing builds are. And, they like to go all over the place, and so they're falling over dead.
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
used.
the good one is area heal, I believe, ain't it?
Yeah. If they're not in my little parameter, they're not getting nothing. And they hated me for it. So I started building a different healer with the white outfit, the divine staff, all that crap. So you could target individual, like the tank. Keep focused on a tank character or whatever, and it has some minor AOE heals, but man, that's a whole different play style that I'm not used to. So I just grabbed my longbow and went in, and I couldn't even do good at that. It definitely takes
Coming
practice.
from World of Warcraft, I was always a tank, never a healer. But so I lean more toward the tank area.
Yeah, I totally get that. I've always liked high DPS and medium defense. In this game, it's the highest DPS has the weakest defense, which would be that. It used to be the Hellfire Imp as far as mage went, but I think they nerfed that staff. So I don't think it's as powerful as it used to be.
Oh, you're talking about the one that turns to a bat?
Yeah, a little imp goblin.
Yeah.
I've got that.
I got that because I thought it looked cool and it would do a lot of damage, but
yeah, when I
think it's the wolf now.
Oh, the werewolf. I got that one too.
Yeah.
I just don't have a high tier weapon. It's like a flat 8. But I think in that imp I got an 8.3. I don't have my crafting. Well, no, I think I could craft that now that I think about it. First thing I was trying to do was get all my staffs and my crafting levels and staffs all at max. Because I'm primarily a mage in this game. At least that was my favorite. Now I'm leveling up this longbow with cloth armor instead of leather. But that cloth gives it like plus 8%. I think it's plus 15 total increased damage, which is a little higher than the leather. So you're sacrificing defense for higher DPS. But you are squishy,
right.
though. I don't know. That's the cool thing about this game. You are what you wear.
Yeah. See, I've always mixed the armor because I started with dual swords and I was like, oh yeah, it's like an assassin, I'm gonna wear all leather. And then watching all these YouTube videos, I find out that I'm doing it wrong. And I was like, oh.
Everybody says you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, I know. Nowadays, I guess assassins are wearing plate helmets and plate
Yeah.
boots and just a leather chest.
I think the creators of this game do that on purpose, nerf the stuff so they'll start leveling up different types of armor and stuff.
Yeah,
Spend that
exactly.
spend that silver, level up, because most of these players do not have patience, including me. They want to level it
Hey,
up.
look, I'm
Do what?
killing it on these logs. So I'm killing these logs, man. I don't know if that's because my fishing isn't high like yours,
No,
or
you just need to move out of that spot you're standing in for like come over to this other side and cast it off. Oops. Yeah, as soon as you start hitting logs, just you don't even have to move too far. Just the game's like that. I think the game does that so these people running macros can't sit there and fish for like 8 hours in the same spot.
that's kind of good.
Yeah, the little bot farmers.
That's what killed World of Warcraft was that bot farming.
Man, I just saw a video on Asmongold. Like there was a server crash, and all these people that were playing hardcore mode been playing like over 10,000 hours on their characters. Every one of them, what is it called, DC'd when they all die and they lose their character. And Asmongold just posted it yesterday, and he's like, "Oh my god!" I mean, like that whole server DC'd, and they can't do nothing about it to save their characters because once they die, they're like a ghost wandering around. And I'm like, that sucks.
Yeah, that would hurt. Have all that time invested and lose it all.
Yeah, and never die. It's that hardcore mode. Like once you die, it's over with. Permadeath. Yeah, I did that in
Yeah,
Diablo. Lasted about 4 months and got DC'd by yeah, my 52K modem crashed on me.
oh man.
It's been a minute. I was like, I won't be doing this again. Permadeath.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that at all. I'd probably flip out at that
Oh,
point. I mean,
oh, I did flip
I'm
up.
not having I die, but like if I were to lose it permanently like that, like my character permanently, yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't think I could be that invested.
yeah. I wasn't saying nice things at the moment. And I only did it for a couple of months. These guys have been doing it for a couple of years with those
Yeah,
with those accounts. I mean, they were up in the tournament leagues and stuff. I was impressed by how synchronized they were as a group. But if you think about it, they're the elite of the elite.
right.
But he was
Is that
play.
a pay to play game or?
That was WoW, World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah, so it was. Well, I wasn't sure if it was because they got a free WoW you can play.
Oh,
Besides the pay to play one.
that I don't know. I haven't played WoW in a long time.
Right. Same here, about 13 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say at least 15 years, 13, 15. Yeah, it's been over 15 years because I've been in the pawn industry for 15 years and I haven't played it. It'd been a couple years before that when I quit playing it. Wow, time. I can't believe that game's still popular.
Oh man,
It's a good
yeah,
game though.
the game's going strong still. They just keep adding.
I quit playing it when they nerfed my little 19 Twinkie.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I had one of those too.
and I was doing good.
Killed me.
It was the best I'd ever done on anything in that game, and then they nerfed it. They come out with those pet companions or whatever, And when a dude's pet came up and killed me, I was like, no way. I couldn't even kill their companion. They nerfed my dude so bad.
What'd you pick?
It's been so long.
Favorite fighter.
What are the builds in there? It's the one that has the curses that stack.
Oh, Warlock?
Yeah, Warlock. I can't remember if it was a hybrid, but my primary was Warlock because I had that Warlock horse.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a minute. But I was doing good in the PvP, not the tournament. I don't know, maybe there were tournaments, but you know, the ranked or whatever. Doing the Twinkie stuff. And I was having a ball with it. I remember I could go outside the city and duel somebody twice my level and own them, and everybody thought I was running hacks because I had that hard to get gear for it, you know, and all that crap.
Yeah.
Which gave it a huge stat boosts. I had 2 guilds that ran those instances for several hours trying to get those rare loot drops just so I could put them on my little twink and do good in those battles, whatever they were, the PvP stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I ran, I had a rogue 19 too. I had 2 Grandmaster trinkets, and then I had the Shadow Fang, the swords from Shadow Fang, the Assassin Blade, and the Shadow Fang dagger.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the exact name of it. But, yeah, my guy was all decked out, and I had the, you know, obviously the cape and everything that you can get from the arena, doing the arenas themselves. But, yeah, I love doing that. That was a good time.
Yeah, it was fun. My neighbors, we all played that game together, and sometimes I'd go down to their house, take my laptop, have like a LAN party down there, and then he had his grandkids involved, and there was like seven or 8 of us. My buddy Rob would come down there, and yeah, we were doing good. And then they did that update, and it just like everybody quit playing it after that. All my friends did.
Give me 1 minute.
What's that?
Hello?
Still there?
Hello? Hey, man. Oh, before you go home, what you call it? Stop by the house. We got tamales for you. I'm already home. Oh, you're home already? Oh. Because Grandpa's just got done making them. Oh, no shit. Yeah. Fresh. Well, I'll stop by tomorrow and grab them. Oh, he's making more. But we should call it. If Josh wants to, I have him drop them off. Okay. If Josh wants to. Tell us how you like them. Okay. Okay. Talk to you later. All right. Love you, Mom. You. Bye. All right. Hey. Huh. You remember the end of this week, you got something coming in the mail. And then again next weekend. All right? So make sure you look for it. You can't leave it outside. All right. Love you. All right. All right, I'm back.
Alrighty.
Hit telephone real quick.
Yeah, I could hear everything you said clear as a bell. I guess it shares the same microphone. I was like, I wonder if he knows I can hear his conversation.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was muted.
I don't think you said anything that was...
No, that was my mom.
That's cool. It sounds like you have the same relationship.
Tamales.
Yeah, that's cool. Sounds like you have the same relationship I have with my mother.
Yeah.
Direct and open.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, that's the way to be.
Yeah, she's like, you need fresh tamales if you want some. Stop by after work. I'm like, I'm already home.
Yeah, I was afraid he was gonna say something private, and I was like, "How the heck do I turn this volume up?"
Nah,
I couldn't find the
nope.
freaking mute. I was like, "Oh, please don't say nothing that you don't want the world to hear."
Nope.
Oh man,
I wouldn't mind.
cool. Nah, I don't. You didn't say anything that I would have been worried about if I'd been in your shoes. Oh man, it's good to know though that thing shares the same mic.
Yeah, it is good to know because I didn't know at all. I thought it was because I got a Turtle Beach headset and I thought if you flipped the thing up, it muted it, but
Yeah,
I guess not.
nah, it doesn't. Conversation was crystal clear though. Oh man,
Yeah, it does pick up good. So I noticed on these little fishing holes, I'm getting a lot more.
I was
I should
trying.
have ran to these in the first place.
This is actually low level fish, but I was getting like decorations, and
Oh, were you?
I was wondering if the decorations were worth more than the fish in most cases. But ever since we started, I haven't gotten one decoration. I'm like, well, this is not good. And I'm wondering if it's that buff, because I was unbuffed when I was doing it. Now I got that buff, and I haven't gotten one decoration yet. But some of those decorations were like 10, 20K. I'm just trying to come up
Come
with
on.
ways for new people to make money,
Right.
and see if
Yeah, I noticed this takes a minute to level up too.
well,
Like,
we're not
I'm
getting,
at 2,100 out of 4,386. Like I said, I just started. I probably fished like a handful of times for
hmm
like 10, 15 minutes.
yeah, I don't even know how many hours I got tied up in fishing. I'm only at like level 31, I think. But it's like I was explaining earlier in the other video, is like I rarely sit and fish at a spot for an hour. Maybe 10 minutes when I want to like get away from hunting and I see a good fishing spot. I always carry my rod with me, and sometimes I'll just park over there and then go outside and smoke a cigarette and just leave my dude sitting there, make it look like he's fishing.
Right. So does
But you can eat the fish.
rod level matter when you fish, or is it because I got this
Yes.
I think it's Avalonian
Yeah.
level 4 rod.
It does. It does matter. It has the higher the level, the faster the cast time. And fishing's pretty much time sensitive. Like the faster you can reel them in, the more money you make.
Right.
And I figured that out today. I haven't uploaded that fishing video yet that I did earlier because it takes forever on my network. And but I made 300K in an hour fishing in the mist with this tier 5 setup. And I got to doing the math at level 30. If I'm making 3, if I was at level 60 with a higher tier rod, I'd be making 6. If I was level 100 with a T8 rod based on its cast time reduction, it is possible to make $1 million silver an hour in the mist. People were telling me that, and I didn't believe them. But after I did it for an hour, calculated it, did the math, and looked at all the bonuses you get the higher you go up, you could make $1 million silver an hour just fishing in the mist. Not here on the island. This is low level stuff.
So that what tier mist is that? Like what zone?
This is level 2. It's a level 6 island, but it's only given level 2 fish. 1 and
No, I
2.
mean when you go fishing in the mist, like
Uh,
what
tier.
zone are you in when you
You can get up
go
to tier.
fishing?
You can get up to tier 5 fish in it. It's technically a tier 5 zone. And like the red the trout or whatever they're called. They're worth about 100 a piece. Now you could probably turn them into larger amounts of money, you know, cooking and stuff, but I primarily just go what the estimated market value is.
Right.
Just for it's basically like worst case scenario. So if you're making like 300K estimated market value, you could go sell it to individuals and probably increase that by 30%, or you could cook it or turn it into something else and, you know, quadruple it, you know, your profit from it.
Right.
So I just
Well,
use,
when I started, I was only catching rocks. Like I got 4 rocks, 4 rough ones to be exact, and 53 logs. And then when you started the stream, I caught 2 fishing lines.
oh, you
And
did?
now I'm up to
You got some decorations?
20. Yeah, the decorations. So now I'm
Yeah,
up to 28
that's what I'm
and
after.
30 striped carp.
Sweet. So one of us are getting decorations. That's what I was trying to get. And for some reason, the game's making me out to be a liar.
I got 2 of the same decoration right off the dock.
Yeah, in the past, man, I got statues, trees, fishing lines, clotheslines. I was getting all kinds of decorations. And some of them were worth like 20, 30K. And I was like, I wonder
Really?
what kind of money I can make just getting decorations from fishing. That's pretty much what this video is about. But we're 31 minutes in and I haven't got a decoration yet.
You see, the decorations are worth 3,627.
Is that the clothesline one?
That's fishing line.
Oh, fishing line?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I got 2 of them.
I'm trying to remember which one. It might have been a statue. It has given at least 10 different decorations since I've been, you know, total past history of playing this thing. Oh wow, I just got stoned, really? It's just this is basically an experiment, but it needs to hurry up and give me some more decorations because this is not working.
Well, I tell you what, man, and going from playing using a tablet to fish and using a computer to fish,
Uh-huh.
it's a lot easier. A lot easier on the computer.
Oh,
With the
definitely.
tablet, you got to slide the bar with your hand. Like with your finger, you got to slide the bar. With the computer, you just hold the mouse, like unclick it and click it. You know, you ain't got to drag nothing nowhere like you do on the tablet.
Oh, I agree 100%. Especially if you got, you know, nerve damage in your hand. I was complaining in my last video. I was like, "Oh, my finger's cramping."
Yeah.
It really was too. I was like, "I'm just gonna let it kill me because I'm hurting. My finger's hurting."
I'm gonna let it kill me.
It's pretty sad, isn't it? Oh my goodness.
Well, I got the WSAD memory set still in my hand, so going from old school games to this one. I guess this is a newer style that they do. This QWEFT. I forget what they call it, but
Q-word?
what's that?
Q-word? Q-word, I think.
Yeah. Wayside was a lot easier if you ask me. I know you can set the game up with WSAD, but I guess it's it's frowned upon. A lot of people don't like you doing that. I don't know why.
I just lead with my mouse, hold down the button,
Right.
and he just follows it, and then like double click the target, boom, 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 boom. I don't know. I don't even know how I came about doing that. Because I used my Q work keys to for my attacks. You know, my Q, W, and ERT.
Yeah.
I love that. It's like quick missile fire.
Yeah. See, I wish my fingers would remember to do that. But when I put my fingers up on the keyboard, I'm wanting to do WSAD. You know what I mean? Not
For moving.
QWEST. You know,
Yeah, for moving.
so it's throwing me off.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess it just takes some getting used to.
Yeah.
I am getting logs. Well, this video's not turning. The loot's not turning out that great. Hmm. I'm gonna post it anyway. I don't care.
You caught it here.
Do
You
what?
catch the decorations here on the island.
Yeah, just right here. I was like one day that's all I was getting was decorations. And I was like, good lord, look at all these decorations. I don't get them anywhere else, just on my player island.
Yeah, I wonder if you can.
There's another
There
side.
was fishing spawn right here's the fishing spawn right here.
There's another side. We could go on to the other end.
Let me clear this out.
I'll meet you over there. Where is it? Yeah, it's up past the little training arena. There's a ramp goes down. Oh yeah, here's another spot right here.
Hey, here I know which size. Is this a guild island or is this your personal?
This is my personal one. Hey, they're
Yeah,
expensive.
you got it all set up.
Yeah, a lot of silver. And it ain't even I don't even have the build maxed out yet. I got them. I think I got like one or two at max level. The others are like tier 6 or whatever. Of course, most of my guildies aren't even past tier 5, so
Oh man, this Halloween decoration is awesome.
yeah, I like that. I didn't know what to do with it at first. I was like that snowy crap. I was like, eh. But I bought an island in a different city and it's all snow, and I'm like, yep, I'm gonna move all that snow decorations over to this island, the snowy island. I'm fixing to build a guild island over in is it Corleone, the PvP area. You just can't
Yeah.
you can't transfer supplies or nothing over this. So I pretty much it's like starting over from scratch, which ain't no big deal, but it'll be fun, something to do.
And you say you've been playing a year?
Yeah, just a little over a year. I started right before Christmas of 23, 23, I think it was. What month is this? And this is the third month. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, just a little over a year. 12, 13, 14, 15, like 15, 16 months, something like that.
Nice.
It went by fast. Didn't even feel like it. I played it like a month and I was like, I like this game enough, I want to buy a subscription. And then it ran out. And then I didn't have the what is called premium for like 3 months.
Oh man.
I just want to say, is it possible to even get anywhere in this game without premium? So for like 2 or 3 months, I tried everything. The island stuff, no. You only get half your loot when you're doing dungeons and stuff. I noticed.
Man, the loot's already bad as it is. I can imagine getting half.
Yeah, it was
That's what the bad stuff I get now.
yeah it was pretty bad. I ain't gonna lie. And
Yeah,
then
they need to step it up on that.
yeah, used to you could. I mean, it wasn't like that when I started playing it. I came in right after they slit its throat. But some of my friends in the game, they were telling me how easy it was to get rich back in the beginning, and even they have a hard time struggling with it now. If they didn't already have everything in the game, they probably would have quit. I started laughing. I was like, well, I don't mind. I ain't gonna lie. I buy gold sometimes when I need it, especially for leveling up farming stuff or crafting stuff. Because I was looking at the
Right.
time factor. I was just looking at the time. I'm like, it's gonna take way too long to get to where I need to be. And being a guild leader, you kind of need resources, and
You do.
and you're supporting the game. I've made little games for little app games, Android type games. And it's a lot of work, and I believe in supporting the things you love. And
Right.
so far, I really like this game. But they they need to not be so damn greedy. Oh
Yeah,
wow,
they need to give us a loot away.
what you got going on over here? It looks like a swarm of fish. That is cool.
Oh yeah, right there. There was one over there. I fished it out already.
How did you get
I
that?
got quite a bit of fish now.
Do you see what I'm seeing? Like all those fish like swarming right where you're at?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Oh no, none. Oh yep. I see now.
I didn't.
Yeah, the tree.
Never,
I'm scroll. Well, I can't make it past the tree, so.
you can zoom out with your mouse. The scroll.
Yeah, I am, but I just see the tree. Then when I zoom in, I see the tree even better. I'm just in that position where I can't even see my own character.
Huh. Oh, because of that tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, out in the water, it looks like 50 fish out there just splashing the water all at the same time. Huh, I'm gonna move out. Oops. Yeah, I should probably back that tree up. I like trees. I'm like, let's make this island look more lively. Like, as far as I know, there's not a limit to how many items you can place on it.
No, I think you get a bonus for having stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
I haven't placed much on mine besides, farming and for raising animals and stuff. That's about it.
Yeah. I got the, what do you call it? Mostly the crafting stuff here. But where you take the mounts that have been raised to saddle them up. I forget what it's called.
Stables.
Yeah, I still got that on this island. I use that I'll go buy somebody's mount that they raise, and then craft my own mount from it. If it's a good
Right.
price.
Well, I got a clothesline now.
Oh, did you? And how much are they worth?
Yeah. 1,184.
That's it?
Yep.
Wow. Okay, so you're not gonna get rich fishing off your island.
No. So you are going to get skill up, though. I don't know if I'm getting... Because I got let me see here. I got 39 striped carp and 48 common rude.
If you eat them, you get fishing fame just from eating them.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, it's actually how you can level up your fishing faster. Just either catch the fish, or if you got a lot of money to blow, just go buy like tier 5 fish and just stack them up and use them, consume them. And you get, like, with the tier 5, you get 30 fame every time you eat one.
So how do you eat them?
Oh, let's see. You load it up into that lower.
Oh, into your food?
Yeah, in your inventory. Yeah, your food. And then go down there and hit the hotkey for it. or hit use once it's loaded.
Oh, I'm gonna keep eating it then.
Oh yeah, that's what I do. I just pretty much eat what I catch.
Oh yeah, I see. I didn't know that.
All right, my
That's good to
video.
know.
My video was helpful.
No, I didn't know that at all. Cause now I'm gonna eat all this.
I didn't know it for several months when I first started playing. Till I seen a dude doing that, and he was red. I was like, man, that's a weird color. He's not hitting tombs of thing. I said, so I just asked him, like, man, what are you doing? He goes, I'm eating my fish. I'm like, you're eating your fish? And he's like, yeah, like I was a dummy. And I said, how do you eat your fish? And he goes, oh my God, you're so stupid. And he travels off. And I'm like, screw it. And I'm like, how do you eat your fish? And some nice person told me, and I was like, this is cool as shit.
Yeah, because it doesn't give you no buff.
It's
Health regeneration by 30.
Yeah, I was gonna say most of them have some kind of buff. The tier 5 give like a pretty decent buff on your health. I think it's 150 on your health regeneration, which makes a big difference. Like half the time, I'll grab a tier 5 trout and go into a dungeon with no healing potions when I'm not on my healer, and I can normally regenerate my health really fast.
Nice.
As long as I'm not under attack, I don't think it works when you're under attack. But as soon as you break away, it's a pretty quick regen.
See, that's something to find out too. I don't know if it does regen when you're, because I always use roasted pork.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I get damaged, it's based off the damage I'm dealing. Never just used fish before.
Yeah.
I don't know if it regens while you're in combat or not.
I don't know either. I don't think it does. I could be wrong, but it seems like I remember complaining like, why isn't my health regenerating? And then as soon as I broke away, then I noticed I was healing. But it wasn't, it didn't look like it was regenerating while I was aggroed. It was staying the same. And I got ticked. So I could be wrong, but just from me.
Now that you told me this, I've leveled up.
Cool. Heck yeah, sometimes I'll just go buy fish and eat them just to cheat a little bit.
I wonder how much, because I went from this tier, what is this, tier 2 fish, give you, let me see, how much XP is it? 15? I think it's 15 and 5 honor, or 15 honor and 5 points.
I know the tier 5. I know the tier 5 trout will give you 30 every time you eat one.
I'm gonna have to go buy me some trout then.
They're about 1,500 silver each on the market.
Might have to see what the highest fish is, and get a couple of those ones.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to buying stuff to help myself level up, so.
Oh, me neither.
I'm not opposed to that at all.
I've had people complain like, "Oh, well, you're not real player because you're not, you're buying your crap," and I'm like, you can't buy a lot of your stuff. Like, yeah, you could buy the Tomb of Insights, but Jesus,
Right.
you know how many? It's like 100 and something million silver if you wanted to go from 0 to 100 on a gear item. That's like,
yeah, you're not buying that.
I ain't. Other people might be. I mean, I'll buy enough to. Yeah, I'll buy enough to help beef up my crafting skills and maybe like deck out the island a little bit. I ain't gonna do it all in one swing, that's for sure. I've been working on this. Heck, it's been a year and I'm still leveling up this high. It's level 6, but I mean like leveling up all the buildings on it. Man, when you get to level 7 and 8, those freaking high level resources are stupid expensive.
Yeah, that's where I'm stuck at the basalt.
Yeah, I think it cost me $30 in silver to level up 2 of my buildings to tier 8. And that was already having them at level 6 or tier 6. And I was like, holy hell, this is expensive.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
But I wanted to be able to make my own tier 8 armor for that my mage armor, you know. I was like, yeah,
Right.
I won't be doing that very often. I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably spend $20 a week on silver, maybe 40, depends on what kind of mood I'm in and if I want to. Because I got other islands I'm working on, and they're still at low level with bare bone minimum structures on them. But people get mad when they see that. They're like, "Oh, you're buying your victories." I'm like, "Victories? Look how many kills I got. 0." I mean, I don't know what your victories are. I should be self-sufficient by the time it's over with.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I look at it as an investment. Like instead of spending 5 years maximizing out everything, I'll spend a little bit of money to buy my crafting at least. But it's helping the players selling their stuff in the market. I don't know why people get so offended over it, because you're helping the market. You're helping people that are out spending the time, you know, leveling their stuff up. So if anything, they should be thankful. And the developers are keeping the game running, because if nobody spent any money on this, they'd kill it.
Oh yeah.
They'd kill it in a heartbeat. And I try to tell people that, but people people believe what they want to believe. And that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, I think I do 10 to 20 a week. Just depends on what I need. Like if I'm like usually I put money out to buy the gold so I could buy the stuff to make all my gear for the 2 professions that I'm like grinding out. Like right now I'm doing Infinity Blade, and after that I'll be doing I forgot the other 2-handed one was. Looks like a big old cleaver. I'll be
Oh.
doing that next. So I bought the gear that I needed to do that for. Like I bought a good stuff of gear, like T7, and then I bought materials to make my 4 and 5, my 4.1, my 4.5, my 5.1. So when I get ganked, if I can just not worry about it, go get a new set.
Yeah.
How are you better doing it that way?
How are you leveling up?
Good set.
How are you leveling up your crafting? Are you actually making the stuff with raw material or refined materials?
Yeah, I'm making everything with what I gather and kill
Oh, okay.
for the majority. Like we're talking about like potions and foods, right?
Well,
Are you talking about armor?
let's see.
Armor, I buy a lot of the leather because I can't skin that high. But foods, I make foods and potions.
The fastest way to level up your crafting, especially on armor and the cloth, believe it or not, go buy already made, like whatever you're wanting to level up. Say, like I was doing the mage cowl. I used up my resources I could, and then turn around and study it. Of course, it gets destroyed, but you can. When I was doing tier 7, I was buying people's tier 7 stuff to unlock tier 8. And some of that crap gets stupid expensive, but it's way cheaper to examine it because you technically get 3 times the fame than you would sitting there crafting it yourself with the resources, and that way it's 3 times more
Okay.
expensive. So I guess what I'm trying to say is it's cheaper and faster to just buy the items that somebody else has made out of the market and just sit there and throw them all in there and study them. And do it in increments because after you reach a certain level, say you can no longer learn anything from this. So you don't want to buy like 200 chess pieces and it quits at 150 and now you got 50 that you can't study no more. So you do it a couple times and you can pretty much figure out where it's going to stop. I saved myself probably 100 million silver figuring that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that then because I just been making it and researching the stuff that I make. Make it go faster.
Yeah.
Like I'd make 20 of each, and then I'd research it.
Now you might have to make them when you to first open them, but once you get it to like tier 2, tier 3, I think it might be 3. You can just start studying. Or maybe it's tier 4. I can't remember. It's tier 3 or tier 4 where you can start studying the item. And if you read it, it'll tell you 150% fame because you're breaking it down and destroying it. So it's a pure investment in your leveling. I was buying chess pieces that cost 600K each, and I was destroying them to get the tier 8 on my infernal what's it called, the infernal it's a cloth piece. Oh my goodness, my brain's not working. But even a base flat, I think it was tier 7 or tier 8. They were about 600 a piece because it requires a special component to make that piece.
Right.
And they weren't cheap. They were just that one special piece was probably 300-400K, and then the other resources, and it was tier 7 and tier 8 resources, to make it. It gets expensive when you get up to tier 7, tier 8. But I was calculating what it would have cost me to craft them from the resources. It was way cheaper to just go buy them already made and study them. Just destroy them and study them. Normally I would
What
craft
I'm
them.
probably end up doing is sticking to my 4 and 5.
Now you won't
And
make
then
any money.
buying the high set.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But even the stuff I make, if I'm leveling out that skill or whatever, crafting skill, I destroy everything I make. It's a pure investment. Like just take making money out of the picture. It's a complete investment because you're gonna lose it, but you'll level so much faster. But most of the people I know that craft, they don't destroy the shit. They don't study it. They're like, well, I'll just craft it and sell it, and I'll go that way, and that's perfectly fine. But if you want to speed grind it, speed level it up, that's how you do it. It's expensive, but the studying it where it gets destroyed is way faster than buying the resources and building it and then destroying it. I think that was my experience. That
Yeah, I
makes
give you
sense.
credit, man. If you're spending that much money to learn it, I mean, I don't think I would. I think since now you told me that, I think I'm going to stop at 4.1, 5.1. Call it good. Because I make decent amount of money off selling 4.1, 5.1 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. People seem to buy that right up.
Oh yeah, PvPers like in Corleone. If you go to Corleone, just start looking at everybody. Most people are in tier 4 and tier 5 outfits. Like I'd say 80% of them running around there are because it's full loot red zone
Right.
everywhere you turn. And we are at an hour, so I need to see what
That
I
quick.
made. Let's see how much we made. It's not. It's not looking good. My first disappointing video. Well, hopefully they learned something from our conversation.
Right.
If I like to just listen to people while I'm what I call grinding, doing boring stuff, and I was hoping that these videos would kind of end up being like that for others. And it's nice having you in here to talk to because, man, trying to talk to yourself for an hour,
I can imagine.
that could be a challenge. It helps to have
Oh
multiple
yeah.
personalities, but let's see. Let me get rid of this. The only thing I got here. All right, I'm gonna remove the fishing bait because that's like 600K right there. So I made a whopping 42.8K. Wow. And somehow I made exactly 150K. And how? Somehow I made 150K silver.
Great.
I don't know how. I don't remember looting any silver, but I emptied my inventory. I'm like literally right at 150K. How in the world? I wasn't paying attention to see if I was getting silver drops from those fish. I had to have been though, because every time I start a video before I do it, I empty everything out. I empty my silver out and all the inventory items that I don't need. So it says roughly 192,000 silver at level 32 fishing and using tier 5.4. Which, like I said, you don't need 5.4. Flat 5 will do it. You probably do it with tier 4. How much did you come out ahead in your inventory?
That's what I'm looking up now because I had 39 of the striped carp and I had 43 of them of the common rude that I ate. So
that's right.
That's
right. You ate your stash.
Yeah, I did. But I remember what I had, so I can easily figure it out.
And I got a 5,835 repair bill for my fishing rod and my boots, and that was all like perfect 100. So I always round everything off, so minus 6,000 for repair.
Good as you.
So 144,000 and
59,129.
How much?
59,129 silver if I were to sell everything that I got. So roughly 60K, almost 59K in that in an hour, just fishing off the island.
Well, it's better than I thought, but it still sucks though. But if you wanted to. So it is possible to make money off your island, just not a whole lot of money.
Yeah, really slow.
I mean, after the repair bill, I made 186,000 silver total.
Which ain't bad for an hour.
No, not just sitting on your island, talking and fishing nonstop.
Right.
But man, I didn't get not one decoration that whole hour. That's crazy. But if you said they were only going for 2K, well, that wouldn't have been much of a gain anyway. Because fishing in the mist, getting tier 5 trout, they're worth 1.5 to 1.8K each, depending on the market, current market value. So, right. Well, now we know. And that's what this video was all about.
2 fishing lines are worth 3,627 and 2 clotheslines is worth 1,184. So you're not making no kills there. That's for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, don't go away. But I'm gonna end this video. So I hope there was some useful information here to anyone who's interested in watching this video. And so I guess I'll end this video now. You want to say anything?
I appreciate you letting me come over and partake in your video. So it's definitely a learning experience as far as I didn't know you could eat the fish to get XP, and really didn't know how to fish at first. So I appreciate you helping me out with that part as well.
Oh, anytime. I'm not an expert either, but I try to share the knowledge I gain, as we all go. I'm hoping that I'll learn some juicy secrets in the future and have some really good stuff to tell people. Like how to destroy the cartel. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, cartel people. I've heard how bad you are. It's actually impressive. There's a guy that did a video and he was part of it. And he explains all the crazy stuff they did, and oh my God! But that's a topic for another day. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this video short. So y'all have fun, and bye bye.